With that, I'll take some questions. I've talked quite a bit. Jimmy?
How many awards was it you received for City Hall?
You know, for which?
City Hall.
For City Hall, we have received multiple awards. I think I shared those last year. We received the Luminary Award from NIPSCO for the efficiencies. Again, the wind, the solar, the geothermal, and just the eco-friendly all LED exterior, 60% LED interior. So they gave us an award from NIPSCO. We received the IACT Award, Indiana Associations of Cities and Towns, and that's a statewide function that we are participants in. And they honored us with our early on, when we were actually just finishing City Hall, about all the wonderful things that we have done here, including the green roof. That's actually where they filmed us upstairs, outside under the sky. Let's see. IDEM has awarded us for our eco-friendly, especially all the rain gardens. So we received an award from IDEM. So I think there's a couple more, but it is an award-winning facility, something that we absolutely should be proud of. And that's why when it was completed in 11, it has been on every page after. It's just something that we need to highlight to the heart of our city, and it's something we need to really be proud of. Next. Anything? Yes?
Let's see. On the water, I was just curious because it affects where I live. Water towers. What's the water tower or water? What are you doing as part of the program?
Part of the program, Phase 2, does not include the new tower. The new tower, which was part of Phase 2 originally, because of the cost of when the bids came in, we were a little bit off from the engineering estimates to the actual bids, so we had to cut. And one of the areas that we felt comfortable that it wouldn't really affect our day-to-day because of the booster station upgrades at Riverview Park in Phase 2, we could get away with not doing the new tower, and we will incorporate that as a Phase 3 once we finish what we're doing. And what that Phase 3 will include is taking down the tower you have at the old City Hall on Central Avenue, okay, by Dairy Queen, pardon me, by Dairy Queen, removing that tower and building and erecting a new one, which we have already sent all of the infrastructure. That's why the road was paved. So the infrastructure is already there. We now just need to build the tower and tie it in. So again, planning. We just didn't say, you know, oh, we're never going to do that. We absolutely will do that. We will build a new tower, and that will only ensure two things: additional water capability of storage, 2, additional water pressure. When that tower was built 60, 70 plus years ago, it was designed and built for 60, 70 years ago. Today, it's a little bit short. Okay, that's why we enhanced the booster stations to get that pressure up a little bit more, so the new tower will be slightly taller than that tower. Basically pressure and water storage level, and that's Phase 3.
So the demo of that tower isn't part of the corner demolition?
Correct. That tower will remain, and let me just encourage how important it is to get that tower down for developing that corner. When we level that, we're going to fence all of that in, show, and put it on the market for sale, and show exactly where the borders are. And I feel very, very certain that's going to move very quickly. It's a very, very busy intersection, and that's an easy slam dunk. The sooner we can get that Phase 3 plans going and getting that tower off, it is only going to grow. So the corner will be developed. We'll vacate Fairview leading into there that goes nowhere. Now vacate that and just let that continue to build, and hopefully Dairy Queen will build a brazier, and you know, everything will just be hunky-dory, year-round ice cream that we all need. So anyway, that's the goal. Yes?
Does the grant cover the entire demolition, or is anything being matched by the city?
The grant covers all but $48,000. So the grant will cover $402,000. We have to pay locally $48,000, which we budgeted last year for this year, already budgeted. As grant matching goes, because of what we have done, we have a category now in the budget called grant matching, and I throw always in there about $150,000 for a potential new grant. And then once I eat that up, then I have to be cautious. Okay, let's not go after another grant to how are we going to come up with our local match. So, but we put that in several years ago, and that's already in the budget. Yes. Any other questions at all?
The grant on the roundabout.
Yes.
Now that money can't be used to repair the streets, right?
Oh, no.
Okay, so
Yeah,
can you clarify that?
Absolutely. You know, layman's terms, and even I'm guilty before getting really heavily involved in politics, you hear about, oh my goodness, he got all these millions of dollars, and well, why can't he come pave my street, darn it? Okay, it doesn't work that way. I can't do that. It's very specific. You have to follow guidelines and a whole bunch of red tape procedures that you don't want to follow, but you do. And you have to have a third party oversee it and make sure it's being expended properly and that's why it takes years from when you get the grant until finished. And we anticipate digging and starting on that project about 3 years. So it's already forecasted, but 2.5 to 3 years, we hope to start again. If we have to acquire property and we have some that don't want to sell, that's some of the problems we had at the Central and County Line project. We had business owners on the Portage side that they didn't want to sell, and that delayed it about 1.5 years by itself. So, you know, it is what it is, but we'll keep focused and keep on going. But no, we can't use those monies for anything other but what it's allocated for. And for that project, for the roundabout, our local match is around $400,000, but we're getting a $2.2 to $2.3 million worth of enhancements there. It's going to be wonderful, it really is. So pretty excited about that. I've already seen the early renderings, and I'm sorry I didn't bring a copy of that. It would have been nice to show off, but it's really early. The engineer would have probably been upset. Mayor, that's not the actual, but at least it gives you an idea. It's really, really just pretty exciting to again, continue our growth from City Hall, the library, and into downtown.